scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go, 46. 26. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
319.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Go. Over.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with his 16th touchdown of the year, and the Packers are able to cash in for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the ball is knocked out, and the Packers pick it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. shotgun now for Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Josh Jones in on the stop. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He finds his man. It's Austin. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. And
that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give them a gain of 37. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Reset. Hey, easy.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
That's fine. Yeah.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
158.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. First down now, but that clock rolling. Prescott on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. A second down throw for Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They pitch it out to Montgomery. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A dump underneath to Jones. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
47, 47, 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
26.
Prescott to throw it. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, here's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Jump out! Hey, check 26. Jump out!
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
26.
Now a carry for Blow. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
That's fine. Yeah. Right.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Now Crosby for the point after. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie things at 20 all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there.
Hey, let's go, come on. Blue 58.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Start that way. Over here. Start there. Under.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
46. Good. 26.
To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First down, Prescott. Gets it to Gordon. And down inside the 15 he goes. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A give to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Prescott now on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Rod Smith, the intended target, and it's third down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come up on a first and goal, and most likely four-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll come out in the pistol. Prescott down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.